Yeah, peace. This is Bangham Reef. It's another edition of Rooftop Reflections. I guess you call this the Midnight Edition. But you already know the format. You know, basically the God standing over the metropolis, sharing a few things, shedding some light. But this particular edition specifically is about Minister Louis Farrakhan and his remarks concerning the late, great Khalid Abdul Muhammad. Now, these remarks was actually made on sometime in May 2011. So they were like over a year ago. And to be real with you, I never even caught wind of it because, you know, ever since that Scientology mess, I done tuned Louis out like a bad, you know, country music radio station. Ain't nothing dude was saying that I needed to hear or wanted to hear. But anyway, though, this is so outrageous and so incredulous that at this banquet, Louis Farrakhan gets before this crowd of, you know, Christian clergy and these other clapping seals, basically still pushing this Dianetics BS. And, of course, he works Khalid Abdul Muhammad in now that he's become a colossal joke in the eyes of the free world, in the black community in particular. I guess he needs some way to demystify Khalid because now he's such a tragic joke. But what this man, you know, if I could use that term, had the audacity to say is fix his mouth to say that through some sister, quote unquote, he heard Khalid was molested, you know, as a youngster or as a child. I mean, that is so foul, so disgusting, so despicable. I mean, I thought Louis couldn't sink any lower, but I guess, you know, obviously I was wrong. Nigga, what the hell is you thinking about? Even if we entertain the remote, ridiculous possibility of it being true, why would you even say it? But we know it isn't true because nobody in Khalid's family or his close associates or the people who really stood with him corroborated this BS. So you're going to stand before a bunch of clergy talking in soft, soothing tones like you so concerned about what possibly happened to him or trying to curry favor and appeal to the emotions of these sisters in the audience that you, Mr. Care and give a damn about sexual abuse all of a sudden. Nigga, you need to come out the closet and tell us what it is you really trying to say because you've been on this Oprah Winfrey kick now for a minute about all this sexual incest stuff. But anyway, this is just so disgusting for you to commit hearsay, which is against the restrictive laws on top of that. What do you expect to gain from that, yo? Are we supposed to gravitate towards you because now that you such a blatant sellout and embarrassment to black people across the globe, that we're going to see Colin some new light and come to you or see some value in this goddamn racket called Dianetics that you being pimped to promote? Come on, yo. I mean, it's bad enough that you out here on fraudulent terms with your FOI giving out LRH pamphlets promoting Scientology, knocking on every other goddamn silly-ass program that they got going, and deceiving people so you can get this mass recruitment drive talking about you taking to the streets and you worried about the violence. Nigga, stop it. How dare you defile this man who you shitted on like you do most people around you. You wouldn't answer his calls for 5 years after he took a bullet in California, and you know exactly what that was about. You treated the man like he was in F class and wouldn't allow him to speak at the mosque after all the years he sacrificed, dedicated his life, and made you a household name among the rappers, the gang members, the people in the streets who make things happen, because Khalid was a real man who could connect with real people in the streets and in the fields. And no sooner than you make this ridiculous, crazy statement, yo, then you even go into Malcolm, talking about he didn't have the greatest relationship with women. Nigga, you got babies scattered all around the earth. But you didn't tell that to those 12,000 black women who went to see you in Atlanta in 1994. Nigga, you wouldn't dare tell them about all these illegitimate babies and multiple wives, and you trumping your wife, or one of them, Khadijah, out there like you the ideal marriage. Nigga, you got a cemetery in your closet. Fuck having skeletons. You fouler than pork. You're a hypocrite. You're disgusting, yo. You go into these lowly extremes, these savage extremes, to defame a man like Khalid Abdul Muhammad, who I've known, who I met several times, had plenty of conversations with, who I helped bury out there in Westchester when we left his funeral, which your raggedy ass would not attend, sent some little punk ass telegram, and yet Silas Muhammad traveled from Georgia to pay respects to this warrior on the same day that his daughter was getting married. But your high and mighty, guilt-conflicted ass could not come down and pay respect to this man who defended you with his life. But anyway, we took the ride out there to Westchester after his homegoing service so that these white men would not throw dirt in his grave or literally on his face. So myself and about 40 other brothers assembled there out there in Westchester, did what we had to do on that winter day and paid respect to the last of the real black leaders, because black leadership has been null and void ever since, starting with you, nigga. So right about now, I'm gonna put it like this, and I believe a lot of people feel like this. So you need to come down off your ivory tower. Maybe that hair relaxer is seeping into your membrane, and you're not comprehending shit or seeing shit correctly. But you need to apologize to Khalid Abdul Muhammad, his family, and all those that loved him and stood with him. There is no way you can get up on a rostrum to make yourself look better or try to drive home some point selling some Dianetics for some goddamn racist and homosexual like Ron Hubbard and use Khalid as some damn sacrificial lamb on the base of your damn deceit, yo, and suggest he was molested. Nigga, you need to stop that, man. That's foul. That's disgraceful, man. That's even beneath you. And I never thought I would have said that 10 years ago, 15 years ago, hell, even 4 years ago. Because I stood with you. I helped secure you at numerous venues over the years. Now I would probably spit on your grave straight like that. Because a treacherous, disloyal nigga like yourself, after what you did to Khalid, after what you did to so many others, deserve that. So if you half the man who you think you are, then apologize for those slanderous, unproven, garbage, gossip, scuttlebutt, bullshit ass, disgusting things you insinuated about Khalid Abdul Muhammad, and leave it at that. At least shows us that you got some remnants of decency within you, yo. Because right about now, your G-Pass in the hood has been revoked. People see your fruit selling final calls now, and they say we don't want to hear that crazy shit, yo. Nah, I'm good. I ain't with that Scientology shit. I see this every day. You reduce these men that you talk about making a new man back in August 2010 into goddamn flunkies and jokes, yo. You become a goddamn whore for Ron Hubbard running around in a skirt, but you're going to try to put the manhood of Khalid Abdul Muhammad on trial? You foul. And you need to apologize for that. Straight up. All you little dogmatic, coke-worshipping ass personalities struck niggas, I ain't worried about nothing. You need to get a checkup from the neck up, as they say, yo, and get shit correct. And talk to that old man or sit him down so he can stop embarrassing himself and die with some dignity, or tell that nigga it's nap time. Because when you are reduced to insulting Khalid and then Malcolm on top of that, someone else who your little bitch ass betrayed back in the day, like the little disloyal, opportunist, money hungry ass Negro that you've always been. It's time for you to sit down, yo, straight up. But first things first, you must, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Louis Eugene Walcott, you must apologize to Khalid Abdul Muhammad, the general. And on that note, now that you got my engrams up, I'm going to say peace, and of course, rest in peace to the general himself, the late, the great Khalid Abdul Muhammad. One.